Hey guys, welcome to the channel. This is Adam with ND72. So today we got my SL55 back out here. So we're not going to be pulling this one in the garage just yet. We're going to be doing a mod that we just do outside, a nice DIY, something that's not going to cost me anything more than like $35. And we're going to be using some spare parts I have laying around. So what we're going to be doing is getting rid of something that I don't really like on my car. And I'm going to show you what that is right now. So what I got right here are Crome 19-inch rims. Now, I'm not a big fan of the Crome 19 inches. Some people are, some people aren't. But mine aren't in perfect shape, and my tires are pretty effing jacked up. So I have two options, either buy new tires for it, or change my wheel and tire setup. And that's what I'm exactly going to do. Okay, before I show you my new wheel and tire setup that I'm going to go with, I'm not a big fan of 19s just because the wheels and the tires sometimes cost a lot for basically a fun, high-performance tire. So I'm going to go to basically a different setup, something that I know is easier for me to get, hooks up well, and is relatively inexpensive. And we're going to be using some parts that I have laying around the house. Maybe we're just going to make them look a little bit nicer. You'll probably recognize these rims and tires. I'm going to show you right here. Bam. So what we got here is some knockoff Mercedes rims that came on my E55, and then my Sport Edition rims that I got off a tire rack years ago for dirt cheap. So they're both dirty as heck. Let me give you a little bit of specs. These are some 18-inch rims. These are 16-inch rims. The benefit of going to a 16-inch rim is I could put, like right now, here's some R230s on here that are sticky and will hook up. I can later go to drag radials if I want. I can have a much more tire option and for inexpensive. And they drop a little bit of LBs. And then this is basically an 18-inch. And as you saw with when I did my E55, 18-inch tires, I could get super effing cheap. So what we're going to be doing today is just washing these ones off, polishing them. But I don't know if you could tell right now on the camera, those are silver. These are kind of like gunmetal-ish, so we're going to try to make them both silver on the cheap. So what I got here is some high-performance enamel silver. So I'm hoping this silver will be pretty close to that. Now that I'm putting the can to it, I can see it's not. So maybe I'll end up respraying all four of them. But we're going to start by just cleaning these all off and all that stuff. And then start painting these up and see what they look like. Let it dry and see if we hopefully get it to match that color. Now, you might be asking, Adam, why are you going to shake hand and paint your rims? Because I contacted 3 people who paint stuff, basically paint shops, people who do rim paint and all that stuff, and it's $150 a rim. So for rims, that cost me $125. Why would I pay another $150 to paint them? It's counterproductive in my views to spend, what is that, $600 to get your rims painted when you get almost brand new sets, but yet again, I don't want to spend $600. So I got all my paint and all my prep and everything for like $33 at the hardware store. And these rims were cheap. And I just have them sitting in like, they're literally in my backyard. So if I kind of screw up the paint, I don't really care that much. And no matter what, these tires are 500 times better than what I have on the SL. Because right now all the SL tires are dry rotted and they don't hook up. So we're going to pressure wash these, clean them all up, polish them up, make them look nice, and hopefully it comes out good. I'm going to kind of give you a little like step-by-step, but I've never really done this before, so I'm just going to be winging it, and we'll see what happens. We're going to start this really simple by just kind of pressure washing everything, then I'll get some soap. Alright, next up we got my handy dandy little foam cannon. I love foam cans so much because they do this. They make it all foamy. Now we're going to get our little rag and just wash, wash, wash. This is going to be tedious, so I'm not really going to record all this, but I'm going to wash them all up and get them all looking nice and clean. Alright, next little thing to do is just going to get some scrub pad and just start scruffing these up. I think that's what they call it. Or etching it, something like that. But it's going to help clean and get any other debris off. And it's going to help the paint adhere to this. So we'll scrap them all up. And then we'll pressure wash it again and let it all sit in the nice Florida sun. And let everything dry. And then we'll start doing some paint. This whole thing is pretty tedious. I don't really use power tools for this. Just because I'm winging this right now. But I'm just going to keep scrubbing, scrubbing, scrubbing. And try to like, basically once I get off the camera, I'm going to do one area at a time. And then spray it and get ready for paint. All right, we got everything clean, scruffs, final pressure. So now we're just going to let it sit in this nice baking hootenanny sun. It's like almost 100 degrees out. let it sit, let it dry, hopefully it doesn't rain, and then we'll start painting. All right, so we got the first one all prepped, and I got some Rust-Oleum 2-in-1 automotive primer and sandable filler. So we'll start giving it a few sprays, and hopefully it goes well. Not bad, not bad. Filling a lot of stuff up, so I'll spray the whole tire up, let it sit, and then do a few more coats of this, and then keep going. All right, so we got all the primer all nice and sitting there and all cured up. So now we're going to take our Rust-Oleum silver and really let these bad girls start coming to life. See how it starts going. Oh yeah, it's looking pretty good. We'll keep spraying and then show you the end product. All right, so now we got the final coat. They're over there drying way over there in like the weird looking area. We're going to start pulling off these big, meaty, old chrome ones that I do not like. We're going to start pulling off the car. You know, examine them, take pictures, put them up for sale, and then see what fits out of those rims. Hopefully they'll just bolt right up. If not, we might have to go to studs or do spacers. We'll see what happens. All right, so the wheels I went with were basically the wheels, if you remember, from my E55 that came with it when I bought the car. So I looked these up. These are just like some tire rack, like Super Sport or Extreme Sport rims. They're nothing crazy, but they don't look that bad. And these are 18 by 8, so they should bolt right up with the factory little bolts. And maybe they're going to be a little bit lighter, so we're going to weigh them and see exactly what the chrome ones were and these were. All right, so these are, geez, they're not effing light, I can tell you that much. 51.7. Let's not drop these on the face. And then let me go grab one of my front chrome ones. So I got the front chrome ones. They weigh, I can't even tell if they feel heavier or lighter because it's on my back. 52.6, so about a pound lighter, which ain't that bad, but let's weigh the rears now. All right, so now we're going to weigh these big old chrome 9.5 19s. Holy poop, they're definitely heavier. Get on the scale. Come on, buddy. $54. Man, they feel so much heavier. Yeah. Now we're going to go over here for one of my new rear ones. And yes, it is wet and rainy out, but I'm still trying to shoot the videos. So the new rear setup, and I know there are different tires and all that stuff, but just the whole setup, 46. So that's a pretty good weight loss, just from just going off something that I have laying in the front yard, but not bad. So now we're going to bolt these up. Hopefully they go right on with no spacers or nothing, and factory lug nuts, and we'll see how the car looks. All right, so we got everything on, and man, looks pretty good. They're not brand new, not cleaned up, nothing like that. It is now starting to rain here in nice sunny Florida. So I'm not gonna be able to go do the test drive on them, but they are looking very cool. Like, the paint is not perfect from one to the other, but it's pretty close. I got a quote that'll cost $300 to get these professionally painted the same color as that, $150 a rim, so I might do it, because I do like it. And so with all the spacers on, it still kind of sunks in. So hopefully when my suspension drops, which it does overnight, it won't really F up my fender, because as you remember, I got a few spacers on there. It's poking out a little bit. Well, not really, not that bad. But it is about to storm, so we're going to have to end it right there. Hope you guys liked the video of the SL55 with the rims. We're going to be doing a lot more with that car. I ordered a stupid amount of parts already for that car. We're going to be doing something very cool in the next video, a little bit cool, and then about 2 videos after that. Roughly, we're going to be doing a full suspension rebuild on that car. Basically, I'm going to be converting that ABC stuff to a full coilover kit that I already ordered. I'm just waiting on 1 or 2 more parts. And then we're going to go for some test drives, get some pulleys, get this, make it a really fun car. But hopefully you guys like it. Maybe you guys really do like the SL55 content, or maybe you want more SLK stuff, or more CLS55 stuff. Let me know in the comments, guys, and I'll catch you guys later. Super dog. You got it?